All right, everyone. I just want to say welcome and I acknowledge you for being here and for choosing to learn more about supporting your emotional health. I am here today with my good friend, Adri Kyser, and we're going to be talking today about trying to feel better. And who wouldn't like to be more happy, connected, and empowered? You would, right? I would too. So we're going to talk a little bit today about the science behind emotions and essential oils, the tools and habits for healthy body chemistry, and practical emotional wellness steps you can take right now. So ask yourself right now, would you like to be more happy, connected, and empowered? I'm going to just introduce myself for a moment. I am a mother of four. I started using essential oils after I had my third child because I needed some natural remedies for my mood and for my immune system. I was getting constant colds and runny noses, and whatever I tried to do, it was not helping. So once I found essential oils, my immune system has really boosted. I haven't been sick in so long. My 20-month-old has never used antibiotics, no over-the-counter medications. I am actually working with some homeopathic doctors right now because they're excited not to use anything like that on their kids. I've only used doTERRA essential oils for cuts, bruises, fevers, colds, and way more. And of course, I'm a yoga teacher and a life coach, and I like to use the oils in my office and with my clients. I'm going to introduce my good friend, Adri Kyser. She travels with me and on her own, teaching yoga and about essential oils. But let me just say welcome, Adri. You want to tell us a little bit about your story?
Sure. Thank you, Monica. Thank you, everybody, for being here with us today. It's such a pleasure to share something that is so big for me. It truly resonates in my heart, and I know for Monica and a lot of people as well. So I've been teaching yoga for 11 years or more, and I'm being blessed with the opportunity to travel around the world teaching yoga and essential oil classes. Which sounds amazing, but one of the things with traveling is constant traveling is, immune support, digestive support, minor aches and pains and aches from being on the plane or carrying bags. So I am truly blessed to have essential oils with me because they can help me on the road and when I'm home, as well for my family. My family, my yoga students, clients have been benefit from me using essential oils in my yoga classes or when I see them for consultations. I also use them for meditation to balance my chakras, relaxation, and so forth. I feel very blessed that these gifts have been provided to me and I can work to share it with everybody. So you can also be supported emotionally.
Awesome. Thank you, Adrian. You are Aroma Touch certified, just as I am, and that really helps with all the immune system work too. So if you ever are in Texas or in Sonoma County, you can give us a call and we can give you a Aroma Touch technique. So again, just want to go over this for everybody to see. Today, you're going to learn the science behind emotions, your tools and habits that we all need for healthy chemistry, and practical emotional wellness steps that you can take right now. I'm going to let Adri talk about the next slide.
Yes, something that is being more streamed today. It's been proven that our mind, body, and spirit are connected. What affects one affects the other three. And we are created, our bodies are created to function as a whole. So when we nourish our spirit, it also nourishes our mind and our body and vice versa. So when we feel nourished spiritually, mentally, and physically, that's when we have complete wellness.
Yeah, and I know that sometimes I get in a little, my body gets in a little tiffy because my heart, my spirit is taking over my mind, and likewise my mind sometimes tries to take over my body. But once we get all of these three things, this perfect wellness triangle balance, we start to feel so much better. I love this picture because it reminds me that our bodies are made up of intelligent cells. The body will heal itself I mean, some people do yoga, some people meditate, some people, run marathons. And it's amazing because we always recover, right? So this means that our body is brilliant in design and naturally wants to be balanced and whole.
Absolutely. We're meant to be in a state of health and balance at all times. It's just depending on our diet and lifestyle and even our thoughts, because our thoughts become our biology as well. That's where we need to pay attention. So by having that triangle of nourishing mind, body, and soul, we find that complete balance and wellness.
Right. So be your own best advocate, right? So we are inviting you today just to sit and listen and learn about how you can claim the gifts of wellness in your life. So that is amazing.
As we know, emotions carry information. They're molecules that they bind and react to all cell receptors. These get into cells and impact cell function and behavior. That's what I mentioned before. Our thoughts become our biology. So as we think, we become. And emotions have a huge impact on how we feel. Now we see these also how affect us at the cellular level.
Yeah, we have, I think it's over 300 receptor sites in the brain. So what's amazing is that as you use things like aromatherapy and essential oils, we start to hit those cell receptor sites and we start to help them wake up. So some of us, I mean, my grandmother has dementia. I can only imagine her receptor sites, what have happened to them, and the impact of her lifestyle and her food and stress, what has gone on. So I'm really excited to get these oils into her hand so that they can go in there and start to bind and react with those cell receptor sites. Now, if you have an oil around you, I have the new Motivate essential oil from doTERRA. And this oil is amazing. It has clementine and coriander and melissa, rosemary, and peppermint, which if you know me, I'm a peppermint licker. So what about you, Adri?
I have two favorites, one peace and cheer, just because they just something that I absolutely love. And one thing I wanted to mention as well is that emotions flow through our entire body. So using essential oils for emotions, they interact chemically in a positive way to make a change. So when first thing in the morning, my couple of my oils I love is cheer and elevation, just to get me going. And then during the evening time, I use peace just to help me process, what happened through the day, and just to help me calm down and start slowing down for bedtime and so forth.
Right. Yeah, and there we have those three brains, the mind, the heart, and the gut. And I think as yoga teachers and coaches, we know that everybody connects with one more than the other. And for me, lately, I've been connecting more with my intuition. Ever since I started using essential oils, I am really connected with that intuition and how those neural pathways run from my heart to my brain. And maybe now I am less focused on what my brain tells me to do, but I get more connected with my heart and what my heart wants me to do.
That's fantastic. I noticed the same thing for myself. The more I've been using essential oils, the more I begin to use it intuitively, but also I see how that transfers to everything I do in life. Another thing I since I started using essential oils and these supplements from doTERRA is my gut feeling is being even magnified just by using the TerraSymes. Is something I use every day, especially first thing in the morning. And I notice how my digestive system is supported even better, especially again because when I travel so much, my digestive system can get off track. Now with the support of the TerraSymes, I notice in this complete mind, body, mind, body, spirit wellness, but also using more efficiently the three brains, because I notice that also I'm able to process my feelings in a better way, because all these three brains, all of them process feelings throughout the body.
Yeah, and if you feel like crap and you're stomach or you're full of crap, like I tell some of my clients as a health coach, if you're full of it, then you're not going to feel good. You're not going to be connected to your intuition. Your tummy's going to hurt, right? So a lot of people say that their brain is the number one brain, right? The head. But I say that your number one brain is your stomach and your gut, because if you're not feeling good there and you're not getting healthy food and stressing less, then you're not going to feel good in your life. So that's what we're going to be talking about today, is really changing our stress levels, connecting with our heart, and really starting to notice the subconscious mind.
And also, one thing I wanted to mention that I have noticed from my experience, that depending on how I feel, also my gut responds to that. Either to give me more health, or how, if I'm feeling good and I'm eating better, so my gut responds by boosting the immune system and so forth. But if I'm feeling low, or lack of energy, or not so positive, my gut responds to the same way, meaning take away wellness and overall balance. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes perfect sense. And that's because all these brains are connected, and they're talking to each other every time. And our thoughts and our experience and our food are all influencing these brains. So let's talk a little bit about our life experience. So have any of you ever felt like this woman in this picture? Right? You're holding a baby. God, this is me many, many days. You're on the phone. For me, the other kids or my hubby's trying to connect with me, and I really don't have time for any of it. So this image is how you can see how the brain sends messages. Like, usually I'm like, gosh, I have to do it all. I have no help. I feel overwhelmed. I'm stuck. And my stomach starts to get really, a little bit of pain, and like I feel overwhelmed. Have you experienced this, Adri?
Yeah, I mean, I notice how life experiences, how they affect the way I feel, how I process things in my body. That's why it's so easy when, we talk about a lot in yoga, when we feel good, we do good, we eat better, we have more energy, but it's a vicious cycle. When you're not feeling good, then what people tend to do is go for comfort food. They tend to reduce exercise. So then they are in this cycle of not feeling so well. So then the processing aspect of what we're experiencing in any given moment in our life is like our brain begins to figure out what's going on. Then we begin to feel overwhelmed, and then we feel like we're stuck. So it's like, okay, the three brains, as you can see in this picture here, how they begin to process the experience that we're going through right now in any given moment.
Right. And then we have this biochemical reaction, right? So a lot of people, and this kind of goes with our chakras too, is like, we have that third eye, and that chakra's imbalance, and we start to feel headaches. Our heart chakra, the Hridaya chakra, we start to feel our conflicted feelings, and then our unsettled stomach. I call it the chakra of certainty. Is like, if you don't feel good there, then you're feeling completely disconnected. And some people call this, instead of disease, it's dis-ease, right? So totally disconnected.
Absolutely. And then all that equals our belief I'm not good enough, why me, or all these different things. And that comes back to that statement I keep repeating over and over, that as we believe, that becomes our biology. When we begin to feel that we're not good enough, we send signals to our brain, then our heart feels like closing in, or we feel kind of closing down, and then in our gut we feel disconnected, disempowered, lack of self-esteem, etc. So our beliefs show up in our life, and that belief also create our reality.
Right. I like that thought. Do you feel like you're creating a seed or a weed, right? So what seeds, me and Adri are both yoga teachers, and our yoga teacher, Shiva Ray, she would always ask us, like, what seeds are you planting for your future? So you really got to think about that every day, like in your belief system, is what are you planting for your life, right?
Absolutely. And also the way we believe, we're either reinforcing that old belief or reinforcing that weed, or we're planting a new seed. So catch yourself. One thing I love about what I learned through my different studies is that feelings is also a way how your body communicates. So if sometimes it's very hard to pay attention to all the thoughts that you're having in any given moment or any given day. So the best way to keep track is how you feel. It is impossible to feel horrible when you're having positive thoughts. So if you're not feeling good and balanced, then go back to, what am I thinking? Oh, I'm not thinking positive things, therefore my body is not feeling well. So again, your belief reinforce what the weeds that you're planting, or the new seeds that you're planting as well.
Right. And that brings me to my favorite essential oil, balance oil. Balance oil, if you Google YouTube, Dr. Hill balance oil, you will see how powerful one oil that contains frankincense, which goes through the blood-brain barrier, actually affects your cells. So frankincense is a powerful cleanser and magnifier that opens the mind. You can apply it to your third eye, your forehead, and you can really connect your soul with its authenticity. You can pour it on your heart. Before I go into yoga, I put it on my wrists. And at the end of my yoga classes, I actually put it on my hands. And when I'm walking around the room, I know that everybody's smelling these amazing essential oils. So this is a picture of our frankincense and our balance. And this picture here is just about the limbic brain, which is where we hit our flight or fight. You know, if there's a fire outside, we all know how to run. And if there's a beautiful smelling aroma like balance oil, our body knows to relax and to ground and to feel more happy.
Also in the limbic brain is where deep memories and emotions are stored. So by smelling the essential oils, we can actually affect our mood rapidly.
Yeah.
As an example here, we see in this slide how essential oils promote emotional purification, meaning they're good to detoxify and anchor healthy biochemistry. Because essential oils get into the skin when we massage it, within seconds, we can see huge response. Go ahead.
Yeah. I think that wild orange is one of my favorite essential oils. If you come to a class with me, I have wild orange in the diffuser along with maybe peppermint, but wild orange is really nice to help with cell die-off, to clear out any bugs you have in the air, and also just put it as your hand, like a hand sanitizer.
Yes, absolutely. 1 drop of essential oil equals 40 million trillion molecules. These chemical compounds serve every cell of the body in a matter of minutes. That is incredible. We have so many receptor sites, and 1 drop will really get into our body quickly. They support cell receptors, promote healthy cell function, and maintain cells' natural state. So they really enter the core of the cell at every level.
Yeah, and they're adaptogenic, so they're going to only go and hit whatever you need help with, right? So some people will say, well, can I use too many essential oils? Well, you don't want to waste money, right? You don't want to put so much oils on that your body can't actually get them in your system. But you can use, 3 to 5 different oils and feel the benefits of those oils, and your body will just use what it's needed. So sorry, go ahead, AG.
I was going to say absolutely, and the key is just few drops at a time. You're not going to just put 10 drops of each oil. Just 1 or 2 drops is all you need, and it's better to use less, more constantly during the day than just a lot once a day. And that's
Correct. Yeah, and I'm actually opening my bottle of peppermint. I'm taking a breath of it. So if you have peppermint oil, just take a breath. I'm putting a drop on my thumb, and I'm going to put it at the roof of my mouth. So instead of our tequila salt licks, we do our peppermint licks in my classes. And this is actually a picture of a peppermint oil sac. Now it takes 28 cups of peppermint tea to have the same benefit as my 1 drop that I just put on the roof of my mouth. And I don't know about you, Adri, but I don't leave the house without it. My kids, if they forget to brush their teeth or they have a little stink on them, we can just spray it on them.
Yeah, I love it. I use it before yoga class as a mouth freshener.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to be breathing or talking while I just in people, so I use that as a mouth freshener. One thing about that peppermint, which I want to bring it up to that way people know, it just physically can provide a mental support and focus, energizes, it's cooling, oxygenates, give you energy, and mentally invigorates, clear the mental fog. So it's also a great oil to use before you study or when you need, especially for people that are at their jobs in their and the molecules in their cubicles and they're typing and stuff, and just put a drop of peppermint, just like Monica said, on your thumb and the roof of your mouth, and you see how you become awakened and your mind becomes more clear and you're able to concentrate better.
Yeah, I do this about 3 times a day, everyone. And my kids, we get in the car and they know to hand me my peppermint when I'm ready to go to carpool in the morning. Because if not, I need a cup of coffee. So it's like, take your pick, peppermint or a cup of coffee. So smell is the fastest way to affect your mood. I love aromatic smells. Right now I have Elevation in my diffuser, and I love it because it does hit the limbic brain, and the emotional seat. So if you think about one of your favorite things of your childhood, one time I was with you, Adrian, Texas, there was a girl that wouldn't give me back my citrus bliss oil. And I asked her, like, what's going on? And she goes, you pass that oil around. And I just remember my grandfather, him and I walking through the orange fields in Florida. And she was serious. She was not going to give me that oil back. And it's amazing how deep it goes into those stored emotions.
Absolutely. And one thing that I think is fascinating, that we have smell receptors in every organ in the body. And sense of smell is the most sensitive sense that we have. And it's a straight portal to the brain. That's why I was saying before, when you have, and like with this case with her, it triggered that fond memory, so the best and fastest way to alter mood is by doing it automatically.
Yeah. Yeah, and these oils they're dynamic. They're going to support your body physically and emotionally, right? You can use them aromatically and they will go into the emotional part of the brain, but they're actually going to help you physically too. If you put peppermint on your muscles before you go work out, you're going to feel amazing.
Mm-hmm, absolutely. Another way to use the oils is topically. Let's use working out there. If you know that you worked out and you're going to be sore, you can apply directly to the area. Let's say if you have sore thighs, you will apply it there. But you can also apply along the spine, on your feet. You can, or use it localized. Also one of the things I love, for me especially, is putting this Forgive, a new oil from the emotional aromatherapy that doTERRA created, Forgive, in my heart and in my wrist, and then I inhale it from my palms. And it's just so amazing, especially because from the yoga perspective, the heart sends 10 times more vibration than the brain. So our heart really assimilates a lot of emotions and information. So by putting Forgive, in my case, in my heart, it helps me to open up and be more receptive.
Yeah, and when our kids, like, using these oils topically, I know when I was there in Texas, your son Christian always puts, what oils can I put on my feet, or what can I do to make myself feel better? And it's so amazing that kids are so intuitive about these oils, like, where can we put them and what can we do with them? And this little chart here is a reflexology chart, and you can kind of see, if you put oils on the bottom of your children's feet every day, you're affecting the pelvis, the digestive system, the chest, the heart, the neck, the toes, right? The brain, the thyroid. So I would say, just like 1 or 2 drops diluted with some coconut oil for children is fine. And maybe for you, what do you think, Adri? What's your favorite thing to put on your feet?
Balance. I do balance. After I shower, I put balance on my feet just because it helps me start the day grounded, more like the name says, balanced. And it helps me connect, root down to Mother Earth. So it's like the first chakra moment there as well for me. And that helps me to just start the day right. So I love putting essential oils on my feet just because, like you mentioned, all the reflexology points. But I have a couple of clients, there's certain oils that they know they need for whether it's emotional support or mental support, but they may not like the smell too much. So by putting the oils on their feet, they still get the benefit of them. And surprisingly enough, after, let's say, a week of them using the essential oils on their feet, then they're used to the aroma and they're like, you know what? I now like the smell of this oil. Actually, I really like them. So that's another option to put the essential oils on your feet.
Yeah, that's amazing. And this past tense, I got to tell you, I love this this blend for head tension and confusion. I've had many people come to my class and they are testing me using this past tense when they have head tension or a headache, and they are amazed. I mean, I'm always shocked that they're like, well, when I got here, I wasn't feeling good. My friend Madeline is one of those people, and she said, but by the time the next oil passed around, she was like, wait, where's that head tension?
Right.
Where's that feeling? Like, where did it go? I mean, these oils are helping people so much, and they work within, a couple minutes.
Absolutely. And seeing the physical response to that one was the occasional head tension, but the emotional support that past tense gives you is the confusion. So relieving that confusion and help you be more clear about what's going on or whatever you're processing at the moment.
Right. And you can just put it on your neck, the back of your spine. I actually really like putting it on my calves if I worked out too much, or even on the bottoms of my feet. They really feel that they have that cooling sensation. I think that was your son's favorite way to use past tense, is on his feet, right?
And actually, him and I love it, put it on our temples too. Now, you have to be careful not to be too close to the eye, because then your eyes are going to be like watery because of the menthol or the powerful sense of like, whoa, it's really cooling, but
Yeah.
it was amazing. I used it a lot when I'm working on the computer, and the glare of the computer sometimes create that head tension, and it just within minutes I see results. But
Yeah.
one of my favorite ways to use essential oils is internally. And this can be applied whether you put it in your water or put it in veggie capsules or under your tongue. So I love On Guard. For me personally, is one of my oils that I use daily for immune support. And I put it directly under my tongue. But there's some people that may not like that. So they can use a capsule, or another oil that use quite often is lemon, especially in the morning. I like to have half of a lemon in warm water with 2 drops of lemon oil and 1 drop of ginger, just to help cleanse the body, balance the pH. And ginger is energizing and awakening for the digestive system, so it gets stuff going as well.
Yeah, I love On Guard too. And I really like it when I'm teaching, some yoga classes or chakra-based classes too, because I have people put it on the crown of their head, even where it's not going internally, and it really makes them, feel emotional boundaries, feel a little bit more open from those boundaries, and feel a little bit more vulnerable to what's going on and open. I actually literally had a girl in San Diego last week tell me that she was like, I don't know if this works. And once I had said, put the On Guard either on your tongue or on the crown of your head, she said everything just opened up for her, and she was amazed. And it's really nice that people can use this oil for their seasonal threats, immune system, and also just to be vulnerable.
Absolutely. And the opposite as well. What I love about essential oils is that they will give you exactly what you need. I have a client that uses On Guard because she doesn't have, she cannot have, or she doesn't know how to set healthy boundaries. So On Guard is to help her create those boundaries. It's like that protective thing, because she tends to take in everything from everybody. So while somebody are using them to be more vulnerable and more receptive, other people are using it as a protection, both literally from germs, but also emotionally or energetically speaking. So I just love how essential oils work.
Yeah, they are amazing, amazing, just plant-based medicine for us. We are so completely lucky. So this is my favorite, one of my favorite doTERRA products, the Lifelong Vitality Pack. So getting these three supplements provide our three brains with the daily support they need to make us feel good emotionally, physically, and they have, you know, the EX Omega on the left has 9 essential oils, one being frankincense. Remember what I said about frankincense earlier. And then for those of us that need more mood support, the omega fatty acids for the three brains provide brain nourishment, heart and circulatory health, and digestive function. Do you want to talk about the others, Adri?
Yes, I love how the Alpha Sierra S, the Alpha Sierra S, I think is what really, I we used to spend so much money on vitamins before, especially because I was dealing with some physical aches and pains, and everything that people say, oh, try this because it helps with that, or I bought it. And it wasn't until I started using this Lifelong Vitality Pack that I saw a huge shift, and especially because the Alpha Sierra S, because they support the cellular vitality, cellular inflammation response, cellular energy. So it really helped me at the cellular level, from the inside out. What I love about these products too, that they have essential oils in them, which is a boost that you're not going to find anywhere else. I love how they really make the brain and feed the brain, the gut, with nutrients and minerals as well.
Yeah, and if you, well, you know me, Adri, I am a holistic health coach and nutrition coach, and I just am finishing up a 30-day cleanse with a group of girls that use our Cleanse and Restore kit to cleanse and restore the gut. One woman losing 13 pounds, others losing 5 to 8 pounds. I mean, these products are amazing, and we all need to cleanse regularly. I know people try to duck when I say, have you done your seasonal cleanse yet? And they're like, no. But it's necessary. If you're not cleansing your gut, then you're not going to have your clear thinking or help with your mood. And if you have low digestive function, then you're going to have a low mood. So we need to really get in there and start cleansing our gut and using PB Assist, which is our probiotic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to talk? Have you been taking that every day?
I love that. I take PB Assist and the TerraSign. I was fascinated to hear that a lot of serotonin that the body makes starts at the gut. So the PB Assist will help with that. And the TerraSign are digestive enzymes that helps to break down the food so the body can absorb the nutrients that you need. Because we can all eat very healthy, but if we are not able to digest the food that we're taking, then our body's not getting the food and nutrients that it actually needs. So the TerraSign has been a life changer for me as well. And again, the lemon essential oil. I actually alternate my citrus oils throughout the day. So the first one I drink in the morning is lemon, but then I may try wild orange or grapefruit or lime, just because all citrus oils are going to help your body what it does every day of the day, which is cleanse itself naturally. So yes, I agree with you. We all need to be cleansing several times a year, but also I love that these products will give you a daily support of how to cleanse daily without having to go to a major cleanse. So it's just to keep you the body. It's like oiling the machine, so it performs at its best. So that's what I love about these products. Absolutely, I highly recommend them.
Yeah, and if you want to do a cleanse with us, Adri or I, we usually do it at the end of the month. So just send us an email and let us know, that you want to join the next cleanse. We will be starting in 2 weeks from today, and well, the end of the month, let's just say. So for everybody, it's a little bit different on the months, but just know that it's going to happen. So where do we begin? This is amazing because I feel in my day, probably half of these emotions in this chart. This is our doTERRA emotional aromatherapy chart. And I think yesterday, my daughter, I picked her up from school and she was looking at this chart and she said, Mom, at my school, most of my friends are feeling all of these in one day. They're feeling disconnected, disinterested. They're feeling discouraged, gloomy. I mean, to be a teenager in California is tough, or anywhere, but worried, hurt, ashamed, anxious, insecure. It's like all of these are so different. So you can use these oils for all these different emotions. And I feel so blessed to actually just get my hands on them. Today I'm wearing Motivate.
And I'm wearing Share. And I love that this is so simple for us too. As I mentioned, the more you start using essential oils, the more intuitively you begin to use them. But in here, where do you want to begin? Ask yourself, do I feel gloomy today? Am I worried or tense? And then you see which oil begins to target that emotion, and you will see immediate response. And like Monica was saying with our daughter, and I have a 13-year-old boy too, hormones right now, they go from being laughing to crying to upset in matters of seconds. And I think we all can relate to that as well.
Yeah, I mean that there's our habits, what we're doing every day, they're affecting our lifestyle. And especially with our kids, I don't know about you, but mine, I have to like beg her to eat in the morning. She just wants to get up and go to school, have her tea. So I think that just really checking in with this healthy mind, healthy heart, and healthy gut. So look at this chart and think about, can you start to work on healthy thought patterns and choose to believe in yourself? I know Adri and I talk about this so much because we all get in those funky moods where we're like, oh, we want someone to help build us up. But what if you could help? What if you could do this on your own? What if you could feel peaceful? You could feel free and free to openly receive love as much as you're giving love, and trust, the goddess, God, the universe, your higher power. Most people these days they don't take the time to just get connected with their heart or their gut.
No, absolutely. And becoming healthy, connected, and more empowered requires healthy habits. And right here with this chart, what I love is if anything that you checked right now, yes, let's say I have positive thinking. Fantastic. That's something that you're already doing, and that reflects your strength. But anything that you mark, like this is what I need to work on. Let's say I have negative thought pattern. That's the possibility to work towards something. So don't see it as a negative, see it as oh, great. Now I have new homework. I'm so excited. This is a new beginning for me, as a new possibility for health, mind, body, and soul wellness.
Yeah, it's amazing. So this is what you and I talk about all the time. It's like, what do I need to weed out in my life? I think people, places, things, relationships, substances. I like my vino, but we have to like remove that sometimes so that we weed things out. We have to weed, people in our lives. People are always shocked. I gave a speech to about 5,000 women a few months ago, and they were shocked when I said, who do you need to weed out of your life? What thoughts do you need to let go of? And they were like, whoa, like, what is she talking about? But it's good because it puts that in there for you,
Absolutely. And then you can figure out, what do I want to plant? What type of new belief? Instead of thinking I'm not good enough, think of how good you are in many other aspects of your life. Relationships, using supplements. A great way to anchor new beliefs is with using essential oils. I tend to, in the morning after I shower, I have a special oil lotion I put on that's made with organic almond oil and some essential oil. So I put that in my body, and as I'm massaging my body, then I put 7 different oils along the chakras. And as I'm doing that, I'd say affirmations, or I anchor the plants or the seeds of the seeds I want to plant. So I've been able to create that 2-minute routine every day anchors my new belief by using the essential oils. And as we've been mentioning, essential oils support the mind, body, and soul. So it's a great way to start a healthy habit, so you feel more empowered, healthier, and connected.
Yeah, those habits and practices and patterns every day, like what you're doing, Adri, that's amazing. Doing things, just picking something you can do for 5 minutes, stress relief. You can just close your eyes and say, I am at peace. I am at peace. I teach meditations on connecting with your heart. Like I love myself. I am connected with myself. I am whole. I am enough. And my friend Madeline always says, I'm a powerful, young, beautiful, vibrant woman, and money comes easily. It just makes me laugh, but I love it. People that you meet like that are always, they're always, open, and they're always filling their little bucket drop by drop with their seeds. So if you clear your mind thought by thought, you can heal yourself moment by moment. And these are like neuroscientists that are starting to realize that what we think about, we bring about, right?
Absolutely. Your thoughts become your biology. That's what I keep repeating, and I think it's amazing. That's something I learned from Laura Jacobs, and it truly resonates with us. So, resonated with me, and I know with a lot of people as well. So, as we think, we become.
Yeah, and as small, simple changes can yield the biggest results. So, who's ready to begin creating new habits and get their hands on some of these oils? I know that the first day you got yours, Adri, you called me and you had received this natural solutions kit here. This is a quick picture of like the top kits that some of us yoginis and mamas we buy. So what do you think? Do you want to talk about why you chose your kit? I'm going to scroll down here a little bit more too, Adri. Actually, give me one quick second. This is the Cleanse and the Restore kit, actually. This on the second slide, every oil kit, which people are always shocked, but I have a couple people, one person, every time I'm out of town, get that kit. But we're going to let Adri just talk a little bit about why she chose the Natural Solutions kit.
I chose this kit because it really gave me the most amount of oils and supplements for my money. I was attracted by the fact that pretty much with the money I was saving, I was getting a free diffuser, which is one of my favorite diffusers right there, because it runs from several hours, up to 8 hours. It have a night light that you can turn on and off, but it has everything you need. It has 19 essential oils. It comes with the diffuser. It comes with a beautiful wood box where you can store your oils. That comes with a lifelong vitality pack. I already, as I mentioned, I was looking for nutritional ways to support my body, and that came immediately with it. So I was on board with it as well. It has the digestive enzymes. The Claricom is a blend that I believe every woman, no matter what age, should have, because it helps with hormonal balancing and emotional balance as well. And the Deep Blue Rub, as a yoga teacher, there were other products we used to use quite a bit, and I moved to the Deep Blue Rub because it's so great for so many ways. It has different blends that help to the body with aches and pains or soothe soreness in the body, helps the body heal itself, and it relieves pain as well. So it's really amazing. So when I added all that, I realized it was the most amount of money, the most amount of products I will get for the least amount of money. But the beautiful thing with this kit as well, that I didn't know after the fact, was I was getting $100 credit for future purchases. And one of the things that doTERRA has is the loyalty reward program. So I started earning 15% back on everything I bought there moving forward. So to me, it was like an amazing deal.
Yeah, it is an amazing deal. It's the same kit I started with, and I love it because now I get 25% off all of my future purchases. So this next kit is the Home Essentials kit. This is what I call the Mama kit. You get 12 oils. There is frankincense, DigestZen, lavender, breathe, lemon, On Guard, Melaleuca, oregano, and deep blue. We didn't talk about all of these today. We were more focused on the mood oils, but this is an amazing kit because you're getting that diffuser for free, and you're basically getting your lavender oil for free. And these are 15 milliliter bottles. So these aren't the little bottles that you're getting, at the store as a sample. These are nice big bottles along with the family kit. I'm going to scroll down a little bit. I thought I had a picture of it, but maybe I didn't. Let me go up here, everyone. So this little family physician's kit here on the right, that is the little 5 milliliter bottles that you can buy. This is actually the kit that I have mailed family and friends after they had babies. I've actually just sent one over to my cousin in Mexico, and I think it's a great kit to start out with because you can open the box and you can just read what's going on. However, it doesn't have a diffuser. So I don't know about you, Adri. I have 4 diffusers in my home and 3 now in my office. I couldn't live without a diffuser.
Yeah. I think, when we're looking at amount of what you get of oils, amount of oil versus the price, I usually sell a lot of the home. Well, my number one seller is the Natural Solutions Kit because a lot of the people I connect with see the value in this one. But then the second one will be the Home Essentials, just because when they see just frankincense alone, you get a 50 milliliter bottle. That's $69, and then the diffuser. So when they see they press out the diffuser and frankincense, right there, it made up for the difference. But I love the Home Essential Kit and the Family Physician Kit. I see it as the first aid kit. You will have the oils that you need pretty much for life little emergencies. So it's like your living, vibrating, natural first aid kit.
Yeah, it's amazing. And, I talked a little bit about this Cleanse and Restore kit. And if you are like Adri or I, and you're ready to, carry this at your wellness center or your yoga studio, or if you were like me, I was a full-time accountant before I actually opened my wellness center. I had taught yoga for 10 years by that time, and I knew I wanted to make a change in my life. I was going through a major depression. I didn't feel good about myself, and finding a mentor to actually mentor me and teach me how to use aromatherapy for my emotional and my physical self, it just was a game changer for me, because I now make the same amount of money I made as a full-time accountant sitting in the back of the office. Now I get to travel around the world and get to see my BFFs like Adri in Texas. So if this is something you want to do, you can contact Adri or I. This is our Wellness Advocate Agreement. And if you look at it, you can choose. You want the Family Kit, Home Essentials Kit, the Natural Solutions, or the Every Oil Kit. You pick that, and then you'll see here, start 10%, 15%, 20%, 25%. Now, those are what you get back. This is like Costco or Sam's Club. You have a wholesale membership and you get a percentage back of all the points you spend. So right now I get 30% back because I've been with doTERRA for a couple years. So I get $30 for every $100 I spend. And another thing is doTERRA, every month they usually have some kind of promotion, whether it's a free or Immortelle, which is a $90 bottle, or they gave some edible oils, 4 free edible oils a few months ago, for those of you that are in the culinary side of things. So you really get an amazing and abundant amount back from doTERRA. They are always about giving back.
And just that, I think that also knowing that for me, what made a huge difference, because I used to use the essential oils in the past from different companies, but what resonated the most to me with doTERRA was the co-impact sourcing and humanitarian efforts they're doing around the world. So every single product I buy from doTERRA, I know I'm helping make a difference. They really have a fair trade program. They have the founders, they really they roll up their sleeve and they go to these places where we have growers and help to ensure the potency of the plant material they're using. They have been able to help many communities by bringing water, building schools. I truly believe this wellness advocate is not just, it's something that I'm advocating wellness. And what brought me is not just my personal well-being, but also my family well-being. And I know as you're hearing us speak, I'm sure you're hearing or thinking about some family members that could use some of these benefits for their mood, their lifestyle, their health, physical health, mental health, even emotional health. So this is truly remarkable.
Yeah, and I think out of all of the different companies, what I really like about doTERRA is they're really educating everybody. I mean, our job is to go to your home and educate you, or to give you a call and to educate you and show you that we will support you and get you on to a 90-day wellness plan. So this is our wellness consult. This is what we actually go over with you if you decide that you want to start out with a kit. Or you can always, spend $35 for your wholesale membership, and then you can buy whichever oils you want. And that's, again, 25% off for a year. But I know that I wanted to create a lifestyle, and I really felt like at that time in my life, I really needed help. I felt like I needed someone to help me along the way. And my tribe, my doTERRA tribe, is amazing support for me. So Adri and I, we're going to give you some freebies today if you decide to give us a call and pick your essential oil kit. We'll give you a Modern Essentials Guide, which is our essential Bible. We'll give you the Live Guide, and you'll get some other free ebooks, including some green smoothie ebooks that we've made, and how to use essential oils to detox emotionally and physically. Is there anything else you'd like to add, Adri?
No, I think we covered it. We would love to have you in our team. I believe that every single one of us love what we do. And as we mentioned, we really love educating people and empower people to take wellness back into their hands. So we're no longer depending on anybody else to do something. We are now in charge of our own well-being.
Right. And there we go. I just gave the contact details for Adri. I don't know if you have another email you'd like to use, but this is Adri's website. So you can contact her at adrikaiser.com. Is there any other way you'd like to be contacted, Adri?
My phone number is there, so you can text me. You can go to my website and look in there around. Like I said, I've been blessed with the opportunity to travel around the world, Europe and Asia and Latin America and all over the US to teach not just yoga, but how to really empower others. That's a true that message that resonates truly with my heart, is empowerment. And essential oils is another tool in my tool belt to help others achieve the same for themselves. So.
Yeah, and I will put my info up here too. My website is monicabravo.com, and it's going to take a moment to get there, but you can email me at monibravo@att.net or monicabravocoach@gmail.com, and we can connect about where you want to go, whether it is just getting your gut healthy so that you have better mood support, or if you want to, cleanse, or if you'd like Adri or I to come to your home or your yoga studio or your wellness center and teach on how to help your clients and help yourself feel better. This is my website. There's me again. You can connect with me on Facebook, or my phone number, if you want to write it down, you can text me anytime, 707-321-9484. I would like all of you to really connect with us and, be open for change.
Absolutely. Sometimes the smallest step ends up being the largest step that you can make in your journey in your life. So we can wait to have you and help you in any way that we can, so you can start a road of wellness, empowerment, and feeling whole again. So thank you so much for listening, and have a fantastic day.
Yeah, thank you. Bye-bye. Namaste.
Namaste.